Hello everyone and welcome to my corner of the world. Today's card features the Sending Smiles stamp set. Now I used this one a few weeks ago on the Shadow Box card, but today's card is a very simple, quick and easy card. I've added a little bit of texture by using the Hive 3D embossing folder and also the brushed brass butterfly embellishments, which I don't think I've used before, but they are really cute. So I'm using a slightly different color coordination. This time I'm going to use basic black as my base piece, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I've got Granny Apple Green, which is 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. Basic White, which is 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then this little piece of Melon Mambo, which is 3 1/4 by 1 3/4. Now you don't have to frantically try and write those ones down. If you look below this video, you'll see a link to my blog, and if you click on that, it'll take you there and you'll be able to get all the information concerning the dimensions. So we're going to start with a piece of the little piece of basic white. And as always, when I'm going to stamp directly onto my piece of card, my greeting onto my piece of card, I like to do my greeting first, and then that way I know I've got sufficient, leave sufficient room for it. So I'm going to try my absolute best. I'm going to pull it forward to try and get this as straight as I possibly can without getting my head in the way. Well, that's not bad at all. So I'm using Granny Apple Green ink, and this is the stamp with just 2 leaves on, this one here. And I'm going to pop him down toward the sort of the bottom here, like that. And then there's a stamp in the set that just has like a single leaf. And I want to just add a little bit more foliage to my stem. So I'm going to bring it up there. And I'm trying to roughly keep the same angle so that it doesn't look sort of weird, like the wind's caught it. And I'm offsetting as well, so that, because leaves don't necessarily come out of the set at the same point on the stem. They tend to be staggered. And then I have my Melon Mambo ink, and I'm going to put my flower here. And what I'm going to try and do is line up the stalk with that little gap. And that's why these photopolymer stamps are so useful, because it does allow you to line up really, really well. So I'm going to bring it down a tiny bit, like that. See how we've done. Gosh, that's not bad. Got it in there and got it all on my piece of card. I think I probably put this a bit too much of an angle, but nonetheless, I've got all my flower on. And then there's a tiny little piece in the stamp set, and this is like the center of the flower. And I could do it in a different color, but I want to keep my green and my green and my red. I'm just going to pop that in the corner like that. See, can you see how these photopolymer stamps make it so easy to build up a really lovely picture? And all the stamps I'm using are from this one stamp set. Now I'm going to use a little liquid adhesive to put my 2 pieces together. This is onto Granny Apple Green. There we are. And then I'm going to just attach my piece of basic black onto my card base, which is the thick basic white, and I've just cut it at 11 by 4 1/4 and scored it at 5 1/2. So this is going to be a tent card. Now my pieces here, I'm going to be positioning them so I've got, as best I can, a nice margin here and an equal margin here. So I'm going to start by just putting a little piece of double-sided tape on the back of the green card, like this. And I'm just going to remove the backing. And I'm going to position my piece here so that it's even top and bottom. And then I'm going to hover with this piece until it's even top and bottom, and I'm getting a margin the same that both sides. And then because I've got my piece of tape there, it's picked up on it, and I can just press that down firmly and attach it to the back of my, sorry, the front of my card with some Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm going to put one on each corner, and I've got one here just to hold all that in place. And get those bits off the back. And then just layer it on. And just press down firmly. Then we've got our cute little butterflies. And let me see, we've got some, they've got two sizes, large, the large ones and the small ones. So I'm going to pop one here, and I get the couple of tinsy ones. Pop one up here and one down here, like that. And then the only other thing to do is to a little bit of decoration inside. I like to decorate my cards, and so I'm going to repeat my pattern. And there's my stem. Now this time I'm going to only put a piece of my stem on my card here. And I'm going to do the same with the envelope. Let's fetch one. Like that. Yeah, and then I'm gonna use the little, do the little flower. Again, this is in the Mamella Mambo, and I'm going to be lining up my stem in here. That's not bad. And then on the inside of my card, and then the final touch is to just put the center in that flower on both. and the envelope and the inside. And you can see, as I say, just these photopolymer allows you to build up such a pretty pattern. Well, there's my card. Nice and simple, featuring the, let's pop this over here, featuring the Sending Smile stamp set and the Hive 3D embossing folder. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this card. I certainly enjoyed sharing it with you. If you've enjoyed the video, please go ahead, give me a thumbs up. Any comments, I would love to hear from you. And if you don't already, perhaps you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye for now.